What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. New video. First things first, if there's any crackling, I apologize. I do not know what it is. I redid the wiring. I got the air thing and I blew into the connection. I blew into the plug. I listened back. I didn't hear anything. But I noticed that when I do pause and restart a video, there's a little hesitation there. My apologies. I don't know what to do. So, secondly, today's video, the channel and the video are sponsored by the Traviesos. There you go. You see it. Boom. The Traviesos. If you're not already subscribed, do me a favor. Go on over to the Incredible Javier channel. The Incredible Javier. Subscribe to his channel and check out the Traviesos. I was on a season of it. He does a lot of good work, a lot of good videos. Support the channel. I appreciate it. Secondly, I want to shout out everyone who donated on the last live, either through Super Chat or Cash App. So let me get through the names real quick. Henny, Exotic F7, Savannah Kitten Mom, Emilio Bustos, Noe Olivio, Paul Isaac, CMXV, Food and Fallons, Zane Cruz, Dylan, Chris Rosas, David Rangel, Lucas Jackson, The Firmament, Nick Salas Made, Gerson Ramos, Adrian Magallon, and Miguel Romo. Thank you guys very much. I appreciate you. Now, today is Willy Wonka Wednesday. Willy Wonka Wednesday. We're going to get it. We're going to have some fun. Those of you that don't get the joke, just don't watch, man. We're having fun with this guy. He's a character. He made his prison experience out to be a movie. Every video he puts out is a movie. Let's get it. It's not a game, people. Get ready for the yell.
Fact is, do anything you want in this life.
Oh, thanks.
If you're okay with the consequences. Let me show you how I went from a normal surfer, skater, snowboarder kid in San Diego.
You started selling weed when you were like 10 or 11 or some shit, right? So you were a pro. You were not pro. You were a skater and a surfer when you were 10. And then life just took a tragic turn, man. Watch.
Down the wrong path really quickly. I mean, if you guys didn't know, I was a pro snowboarder for a while. I was in videos, all those Bear Mountain videos. I had sponsors. I traveled the world. I actually went to Tokyo one time with my buddies, and we all went pulling up to LAX. I had the...
Hold on. Can we... Let's look at this video. There's a difference between being a pro snowboarder and your friends videotaping you on a camcorder. Do those look like pro moves? Wes, are you putting a 10 on a 2 again? And he looks like he's around the age where supposedly he was balling out of control. That haircut does not scream baller.
Videos, all those Bear Mountain videos. I had sponsors. I traveled the world. I actually went to Tokyo one time with my buddies. We all went pulling up to LAX. I had the black on black Range Rover. My boy had the charcoal gray one on charcoal gray 22s. We were flossing. We had that weed money. We were just slaughtering it. But this is when Oxycontin became big and it just terrorized everybody. This is how it happened. We actually landed in Narita, and then we rolled up to the New Washington Hotel in Shibuya, Tokyo, across from the NHK building. And I hear my boy, everybody else is outside in the hallway. I'm drinking a Sapporo out of the vending machine. And everybody's already gone from the room. And my other boy is going through my other homie's bag.
What is the name? It's life, prison life. It's not a game. Okay.
And I'm just thinking, that's weird. Maybe he left something or whatever. And I wait like 10 more minutes, and I realize that I hear him in the bathroom, and I hear this tink, 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 and I go, oh, hell no. So I go up to the door. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, let me get some. I knew he had something. He was cutting something up. And at that time, it was the Oxys, the 80s, and he was sniffing them. So I go in there and he's sniffing some 80s, and I take a couple lines, and then we go mobbing around Shibuya, Tokyo, and I'm just fucking, I'm not used to that shit. I didn't really do opiates a lot or nothing. I was more into like uppers. So then I fucking I just start fucking throwing up, and I'm drinking.
Wes is skinny as hell there. Compared that this is natural Wes. This is before he allegedly started using a whole lot of other stuff, because this dude is skinny as hell right here. He's cut.
And I'm like, oh, I feel great. Like, it was just the dumbest shit. Like, everyone's fucking doing this shit, like looking for happiness in the same place they lost it every day. And then the same person will give you that fucking bullshit ass. One of the ones I least like is that when you continually do the same thing and accept different results, it's the definition of insanity. That's like the fucking weakest, lamest quote, but whatever. People.
Let's hear one of your good ones. What was that? What was that one? You guys know it. those of you guys that have watched this, I've seen so many that I forget, right? What was it? I take pleasure in not being pleasured, or what the fuck did he say? Yeah, that one was better than the one you just said, Wes. You're right.
People use it. I guess it works for them, but probably not, because most of the people who use that do that. So the thing is I continually did the same stupid shit over and over. And like I said, was a fake tough guy who would cry about it. I would come down off these benders of going to the fucking club and drinking all this shit and fucking just feeling like shit, having anxiety, yelling at my chick, just causing this massive problem, and then I just feel like shit. But back to
Did he just said he had anxiety, and he said that anxiety doesn't exist and depression doesn't exist? Mental illness doesn't exist. Physical ailments don't exist. He said physical ailments don't exist with that hairline. He said that.
Tokyo. We're mobbing around Tokyo. We're fucking looking for weed. We're looking for drugs. We end up finding like ecstasy and shit, and we end up finding some coke, and we're doing the oxys. And then we ended up at one of the biggest clubs in the world, which was actually in Roppongi, which is the Las Vegas of Tokyo. And people were straight dying in the bathrooms and shit. And at this time, I was game for any party. I loved partying. I was young. I was like 21, 22. We were balling. I had 10 grand worth of yen in my pocket, buying fucking shoes, buying clothes, fucking mobbing around Tokyo, living the life with my boys I hustled with. These were the homies that fronted me the packs, the big BC packs. This was my direct hookup. He was a cool ass motherfucker. Last time I talked to him, he was in Donovan.
I think Gunner and I know who your plug was. So we know one of them for sure. We're gonna have to ask him if he was there snowboarding and if he had a haircut like yours. I'm pretty sure he didn't.
He was at Donovan when I was at Delano. He was on one of the last good yards there, and I talked to him through somebody. But I mean, the whole thing is we all ended up in the pen, all of us. Mm-hmm. So if you're okay with the consequences, go ahead and live that life. So we both end up in jail, but rewind the tape. Before this, he was going down the wrong road on Oxycontin.
Fool, you don't, I don't have to rewind because you said it. But if I wanted to, how far back?
Here I am, stuck on that white, drinking like an idiot. We went from both having $1 million pads in different areas to him living out his Range Rover with a busted window, last I heard, fucking doing liquid oxy and taking the 80s like it was going out of style. And then here I am at some trap house in Center Street in Oceanside, growing weed, going to the strip club. I got a gun on me with my pit bulls, and I'm just being an idiot. Like, I went from killing it to being at the very bottom.
Wow. Hold on. Let's hit that one. So you were at the very bottom. That explains why you stole the weed, which is completely different than the stories that you tell that you were balling out of control up to the day they busted you, which makes sense why you were on foot when you got busted in the original. This is I believe this. This is Wes being authentic Wes. No alleged steroid use. He's not screaming and yelling. I think this is before he lost his mind. Allegedly. You have to say allegedly because He said he wants to get litigious with it. He wants to sue everybody that mentions his name. I'm sure everything, all his muscle gains from here, this compared to now, I'm sure they're all natural. Positive of it.
From these vices. Our vices are always what get us. Imagine if you never gave up on your goals and you never took a back step. I took so many.
He said he imagined it. Okay, hold on. Let me see something. Where is it? I imagined it, eh? Serio, I just did. You might have heard a noise.
Back steps through my 20s. I can only imagine where I'd be at this time if I wasn't acting in that manner. But the penitentiary really did reform me because I had the nuts to reform myself. I mean, these grown-ass, bitch-ass babes.
So did you reform yourself, or did the penitentiary? Why does he say penitentiary? Normally, nobody says penitentiary in California. It's nothing major, just curious. Does it sound tougher? Let me know in the chat. What sounds harder? Prison or penitentiary? I was in prison for a very long time, 24 years. I was never in the penitentiary.
Baby boys who always point their finger and they come out and they say, oh, I can't get a job, I can't do this, I can't do that. The fact is, a positive mind frame will find every way it will work in life. Every single way it'll work. And that's what I do because I have a positive mindset. If you want to differentiate from one person to another, a positive or a negative person is going to find every way why it's not going to work. And shit ain't going to be working for them.
What if somebody gives their definition of success in front of you, Mr. Positive? How do you react to that? Go check out Fresh and Fit. Check out my reaction to Fresh and Fit with Wes Watson. The positiveness, the positivity just exudes from his tight-ass clothing and his dusty beard in that episode. Make sure you check it out. It's not monetized, so I just want you to see it. He was amazing.
So, I mean, the thing is, never get in your own fucking way with these fucking back steps, this hustle money, all this shit. Take the right route, follow your passion, don't get caught up in the material possessions, and make sure you structure.
This isn't even a funny one. This is the Where Is This Wes Watson video, right? Like, we found a gem that is not even going to be funny. It's going to be the hypocrisy of what he's saying in this video compared to how he lives now. I really think he lost who he is. That's who Wes is. That's who was probably in prison. A guy that you could have a conversation with that you would probably laugh at in your head because you're like, check this vato out. The love guru, Mariska Hargitay. But he's not screaming and yelling, and he understands material things mean nothing. And then success went to his head, and he created this caricature, and now he has 30 cars that he's leasing. Imagine how much that costs a month. He has a home that he says he pays $90,000 a month in rent. You don't see him at that home anymore, though. I think he wisened up. He got out of that lease, and he's now hopefully bought whatever that the Rickle or Brickle, wherever he lives now. Hopefully he bought that, so he's not just forking over almost $100,000 a month and getting nothing out of it. There's wear and tear. Like, I don't know. Never mind.
Your day around mind, body, and soul growth, and mainly trying to help other people. If you want to make $1 billion, help 1 billion people. But the fact is, if you're just trying to help yourself and other people are failing because of your fucking selfishness and the money you want to gain, you will end up in the pen. You will.
Wow. Can we get a petition going that Wes go back and listen to this video and really sit down, analyze where he is mentally, physically, financially, and compare it to who this guy is right now? This video just turned out to be deep. At least for me. I wish he would have wore a shirt, though. Like, how come he never wears a shirt? Oh, you know what? I might talk about something at the end. Maybe.
Will. And then you'll probably be too weak from living like a bitch on the street that it'll just, your vices will eat you alive. You can go ahead and call yourself a bitch when your vices are running a train on you. I like to say it all the time. That's what worked for me. I was being a bitch. I literally was taking the easy way out at every turn, and that's why I'm an extremist. I do everything to the extreme. So I ended up flipping that fully. I said, you know what? I used to take the easy way out all the time. Now I'm gonna take the hard way every time.
Oh, damn.
The hardest way.
Whoa,
So I'm
whoa,
a
whoa, 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 wow, wow. Wes, how come when you say shit like that, it just doesn't sound right? It just doesn't hit my ears right. You could have just said I took the hard route, right? But he says the hard way, and then he emphasizes, he doubles down in the hardest way. Chingao way.
Believer in the amount of success you have in you have to inflict that amount of adversity to match that success you've been blessed with.
I don't believe that. A wise man learns from others' mistakes. It's just very, very rare for people to be able to learn from others' mistakes. What most people do is they see someone make a mistake and then they're like, I could do that. I could do the same thing and I'm going to get away with it because the reason why he got busted was this. No, dumb fuck. The reason why he got busted was because he did what he did. If you do what he did, regardless of how smart you think you are, it's still wrong. But let's get back to Love Guru.
It's yin and yang. It's fucking complete balance. You cannot have a great amount of success and not
Yin and yang. That's the yin yang twins, right? Because it's yin and yang is the Chinese thing, right? Is yin and yang, and yin and yang are a rap duo. The Whisper Song. They got the Whisper Song. This vatos quoting fucking rappers that have a song that they whisper the whole rap song.
self-inflicted adversity. That's where everyone's problem comes into play. That's why the lottery mentality kills so many people.
Yeah.
That they want to just win, kick their feet up, and live their life happy-go-lucky forever.
Yeah.
But if we take the work out of our lives, there goes the love, there goes the passion, and now we're just chasing pleasure, which we all know ends badly. So the penitentiary is not a place for someone coming in off drugs. They'll give you when you come into county jail, they'll give you 72 hours to kick. And I know my boys coming in on that oxy and on that shit. We'll give them 72 hours, and then they're doing burpees again. You ain't getting no medical attention.
Well, in my county jail, we had dudes coming in that were kicking methadone and heroin, and they got as long as they needed. They were in a ball, and honestly, there were dudes that were throwing up. They were shitting on themselves, diarrhea. They were in so much pain, couldn't move. So I mean, Wes is dealing with Superman, able to kick that type of drug in 72 hours and do burpees. I tend to not believe you again, Wes. This is where Wes starts turning into the Wes as we know, I guess.
And that's why I know it's possible for your bitch asses out here to just kick them drugs. You don't even need to do nothing other than fucking go through it for 72 hours and then pull yourself up out of it.
Wes, I know you don't do steroids, but do you think somebody that does steroids should just kick them and not brag about not doing drugs when steroids are a drug? Can you let me know in the comments, big dog, or DM me and shit? Because I need your knowledge. I need your feedback.
Every single fucking step we take to strengthen ourselves is what builds our motherfucking confidence. It's what gives us self-worth. Every single step we don't apply that we know we should is what takes away. You're in fucking control. Don't fucking act like it's not. Don't be that fucking 35, 45, 55-year-old bitch-ass motherfucker telling people it's their...
Oh, fuck. It just happened. Maybe this is the video he lost it in. I'm 50. He didn't say my age, so I guess I'm good till I'm 55. Oh, that was it. Oh, well, thank you, Wes. Thank you for that. I don't think you guys can see that picture. There's two pictures up. I don't think you could see the one. I think I'm covering that one, which is too bad because you get a side-by-side profile of the major difference. But that is today's Wes Watson video. What I want to add in there, let's get into it. Wes Watson claimed to have been swatted the other day. The SWAT team came in and they were like, Wes was hiding, right? And there's rumors going around that there is no proof of police being called in for that. And the whole thing seems a bit strange. So the SWAT team gets a call, or excuse me, the police department gets a call, allegedly, right? And whatever was said, and it enacted the SWAT team. You know, I remember that channel, that show, boom. So they fucking all took off running, and they were putting on their vests and this and this and that, and they're ready to take down the bad motherfuckers, because that's what the SWAT team does. And then they pull up to Wes's house with just a couple cops. They don't put Wes on the ground. They don't put his guests on the ground. They don't place him in handcuffs. Yeah, that sounds like the SWAT team. They're just gonna walk up like, "Hey, bro, is everything good?" That's a lot of taxpayers' money, right? To send the SWAT team out there, and I believe they have to have radio signs. Oh no, they're probably on their own channel, radio channel. It's called the Wes Watson channel. And you know what really gave it away to me that it was probably not fucking real is that the cops didn't have AK-47s. Wes has said in the past that when they drew down on him, they had AKs. Even though the United States government does not issue AKs, the police departments do not issue AKs. Those are foreign enemy state, or let's not say enemy state. What is the other word? I can't remember the word, but those guns are made in either China or Russia, and states that do not like us, countries that do not like us. And people are going to say they're not states. Sometimes countries are referred to as states, and it doesn't mean like the state of the United States, one of the United States states. Fuck, Dubs, get it together. But yeah, when they didn't have AKs, I was like, this is fake. Wah, wah, wah. Gotta be fake. There's no here. Failure. If they're going for Wes, they send bazookas, AKs, tanks, Apaches. Like, come on, Holmes, it's Wes Watson. They heard the name and they fucking got worried. They called Chuck Norris, and Chuck Norris set it all up like, this is how you're going to enter. You're going to enter from here. You know, that's how Chuck talks. He's all fucking zenned out in his tight-ass fucking 501s or Wranglers. Yeah, he wears Wranglers. But anyways, man, I don't know if he got swatted. It doesn't seem real. And there are people putting out videos saying they cannot find any police reports or anything saying that it happened. So there are people saying that Wes Watson's YouTube channel is dying and that this was just a prank to get views. I don't know if it was a prank, but I do know his channel is dying. He's got over 500,000 subscribers and struggles to get 10,000 views. He in his comment section is completely washed. As far as the comments that are in there now are all pro Wes when they haven't been for probably a year and a half. His comment section was very brutal. The only comment section that I've seen that's more brutal than his is 600's. 600 when he goes live or does a video. It's the funniest, fucking, most brutal. Like, Hey, he must love abuse. But anyways, that's my video for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You guys asked for a Royce Miller reaction. Gunner and I will be doing a Royce Miller reaction video on the WS channel. I'm putting this out first. I got to take care of something, and then I'll record that, so it'll be up. It's 9 for me right now. This video, I don't know when it's gonna be. It'll be up by noon at the latest. That said, everybody, please be safe, be smart, and tell the ones you love that you love them, right? I'm out of here.